anywhere. Look out. Anything goes now. Oh, my God. Trey Bishop. Oh, my God. For the love of God. Bishop's touchdown to hell by Kane.
Obi King to ease no eye. Coming out with the music to ease your mind.
Hi guys, it's Obi King once again in the house with another video for you guys, here to talk about the inauguration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now I can stop doing this. And since that inauguration, a lot of interesting things have happened. I mean, the video in my intro was very funny to me. It's not funny that they could do that to somebody, but by virtue of him being there, I just want to believe like there was a level of clearance that was allowed to him as a media person. Eagle Square, where the inauguration happened, was heavily barricaded by security. Like on the day of the inauguration, you couldn't go there unless you had some level of clearance to be there. So for this person to be so unceremoniously chokeslammed from the stage, I just think it was quite hilarious. The reaction of the security person is so excessive, and I'm not sure why the guy is dressed like that as a media person. That just looks very impractical to wear, but it's impressive how he was able to leap that podium wearing that. Like, that's some serious agility. Talking about Tinubu's inauguration, personally I didn't watch it, and those of you that watched it, I don't know how you could bring yourself to watch it. I don't think my heart would have been able to take it personally. And I really sympathize with a lot of you that thought that this would not happen. But whether I watched the inauguration or not doesn't really matter, because the effects would surely follow us all after, and they already have. Fuel subsidy is gone. And immediately he said it, the fuel stations and filling stations started to vibrate. Next thing you know, the price of fuel skyrocketed. Like, I saw videos of, in some places they were selling for as high as 600, 500 naira. And I don't even think Tinubu actually meant it that way. I don't think he meant, oh yeah, everybody start removing your subsidy. That wouldn't even make sense. President Buhari had already signed for the subsidy to be removed, by the end of June. But the thing about being president is the things you say tend to be taken very, very seriously. So you have to manage your words and the way you say stuff and how they'll be perceived. But obviously Tinubu didn't get that memo. And from a bunch of the campaign videos that I covered, it's just how he is. He just says his mind, and it doesn't really matter if you get it or not. Fuel queues are back, and that's just for Tinubu's first day. Also, following Tinubu's inauguration, there has been a lot of reactions. Most of what I've seen on Twitter especially is arguments over who will suffer more, and most of these arguments and causes have been directed mostly at APC supporters, because they are kind of seen as who has brought us into this mess. And there's been some really funny ones. There was also this hilarious thread I saw where somebody said this was proof that God did exist. Man got roasted in the comments. Even the devil that says this to men knows God is realer than anything he can offer, which includes this statement. Okay, this tweet is proof that your understanding of who God is skewed. I don't know, the whole argument reminded me of the prophecy video I did a while back. But again, going forward, I don't think this matters in particular. What truly matters is the way forward, how do we move forward? And in all of this madness, apparently the tribunal is still going on. In fact, this is the first day of the actual tribunal starting, because we had pre-trial hearings before, but this was the first day that the case was being heard officially. And in fact, Labour Party presented their first witness today. I'm again going to refer to our favorite D. Sarah Ibrahim to give us an update of what happened in court today. And according to her, the morale in the court was amazing. So apparently she is still in very high spirits, and a lot of people in court are still in very high spirits. Now, I'm not going to waste your time with everything that happened in court because it was a whole lot. So I'm just going to focus on the parts that were interesting to me. Oh yeah, our business of the day has started. Labour Party has been asked to call in their first witness. George Samani. How many witnesses are you calling today? San Levy, which represents in Labour Party. We have one here, sir. I hope you are ready to cross-examine the person today. George Samani, leave that one to us. The witness went on to mention their name and whether they were a Christian or a Muslim. San Levy, My Lord, San J.A. Okuntekpe will conduct these proceedings for the witness. So apparently this San Okuntekpe was the one that was going to examine the witness on behalf of Labour Party. San Okuntekpe, my Lord, I want to present to the bar public documents that we have duly paid for as listed out in the schedule of documents that was filed this morning dated 30th May 2023. San Okuntekpe, I present to the court INEC form EC8A signed 14th July 2022. Justice Samani Mahmood, that's the INEC San. Have you been served? As in, have you been served with this document? INEC, we have not seen the documents. They have not rendered it to me. Wahala. INEC lawyer is saying LP have not given him form EC8A sheet. The joke here being that the INEC lawyer is saying that they are not in possession of their own result sheets. Tinubu's lawyers, my lord, they didn't give us the documents too. Let them hand us the certified true copies. San Okuntekpe, we paid duly for these documents, so you can do the same. It is scriptural that those who don't work should not eat. Justice Samani, please, no side jabs. Justice Samani, this is why I did not want to televise these things, because you people will use all manner of words on each other. Oh, is that why you did not want to televise these things? That's such a ridiculous reason to give, man. That you're not going to televise it because some people will throw some insults on each other. We're talking about transparency here. And again, the ruling that was given against televising the court proceedings was that it was not constitutional. You never said that it was because you didn't want people to insult each other. That's just premium gaslighting. San Okuntekpe, there is no law, not even in the Electoral Act, that states we must tender witness documents before they sit. So I guess that brings an end to this argument. When the court reconvened, another judge, Justice Ada, said, please henceforth tender documents before you call your witness. And INEC, you should recognize your certified true copies and not take the court back. San Okuntekpe. Is San Okuntekpe the same person with San Okuntekpe? My lord, I have shown the documents as ordered by my lord and I wish to tender. Tinubu San Onipeku. My lord, if my learned friend wants to tender to the bar, he should. Let him tender to the bar. The witness is identified. LP San Okuntekpe. It would serve us better if my respected colleague allows me practice what I learnt from him. Justice Samani, you said witness would identify the documents. San Okuntekpe, my lord, I didn't say so. Justice Samani, are you saying I'm not telling the truth? It's like primary school teacher gaslighting. San Okuntekpe, no, I didn't say so. I said the witness would identify document 5 and not the entire document, my lord. Justice Samani, Mahmood, do you have any objection? INEC San Mahmood, I am still looking at the documents. I think it's very uncanny that the INEC lawyer and the INEC chairman have the same name, like Mahmood. LP San Okuntekpe. So can I now call my witness? Justice Samani, call him. San Okuntekpe, the name on the file is a pseudonym. APC, is he your star witness? San Okuntekpe, no. Justice Samani, he is their moon witness. I think the laugh emoji means it's a joke. I don't know what's funny about this case, but I bet he wouldn't say this if they were televised. Oh, when the witness finally got to the stand by the name of Lawrence, I guess the INEC lawyer was given allowance, to cross-examine the witness, as was the APC lawyer. The bass in the court is too hot. INEC, where is your polling unit? Lawrence, it is in front of my house in Umwezala Village Square in Amoka. INEC, witness, will I be correct to say that beyond being a voter, you played no other role? Lawrence, I did not play any other role. INEC, when was your call date? Lawrence, 13th day of October 2000. INEC, confirm to the court books you have published. Confirm to the court books you have published on electoral law. San Okeputa. Okay, names are just getting mixed up, but the Labour Party San. Objection. The witness did not mention that he has books. He is being cross-examined on what he did not testify on. Okay, so what this means is the APC lawyer was basically trying to attack Lawrence, saying he's not a credible witness. And from what I'm reading, Lawrence is a lawyer, because when they say when was your call date, and he mentioned, I think they're talking about his call to bar. So when the INEC lawyer, not the APC lawyer, when the INEC lawyer asks to confirm to the court the books he has published on electoral law, it's like it's an affront to him, saying you don't have any rights to speak on this as a lawyer if you haven't published books on electoral law. Like, it doesn't make any sense, but it's what they do in court anyway. Justice Sam Pinero focus on the issues and not dabble. Sam Pinero, the name of the INEC lawyer. INEC, I need to cross-examine him on who he is. Lawrence, I write on issues. I am not an author. I am just a lawyer. Yeah, that basically confirms it. INEC, confirm that you have appeared before to the Court of Appeal. Lawrence, not as amicus. Amicus meaning an impartial advisor to a court of law in a particular case. Another one says amicus curiae, literally transferred from Latin, is friend of the court. I guess he's saying he has appeared before, but not as a friend of the court or an advisor. INEC, confirm to the court that your statements in paragraph 4, 15 and 16 and 17 of your witness deposition are the legal opinion you have formed on the exhibits you identified. Lawrence, they are not my legal opinion but matters of pure law. INEC lawyer is now standing and shouting across the Labour Party lawyer's table. No, you should not be talking to the witness. Lawrence, nobody is talking to me. Secretary, order. INEC, confirmed there was a crisis in Amoka you are involved. Guess you are involved in. San Okutekpa, objection. What does this have to do with anything? Justice Samani, Pinero, where are you driving at? Pinero, is there sand from Italy? San Pinero, I want to prove that this man causes crisis wherever he goes. What? Justice Samani, please, if that is all, next cross-examination, please. So after this, I guess it was Tinubu's lawyer's turn to cross-examine the witness. That's Lawrence. Tinubu's lawyer, good afternoon. You prepared this statement yourself and reached all these conclusions? Lawrence, I did not draw conclusions. Onipeku, have you been to the US before? Lawrence, yes, in 2003 in Michigan. They are trying to bring up the drug case by Tinubu. I think this is what Sarah herself kind of surmised from what was going on. Onipeku, sir, in paragraph 17 and 18 of your witness deposition, you stated that the respondent was fined the sum of $400,000 by the US. Do you still stand by that? Lawrence, yet. Onipeku, I suggest to you that you have never read through this exhibit as a lawyer, did you? Lawrence, I did. Would you be surprised that there is nowhere on this line that Tinubu was fined? I will be surprised because he was fined. Onipeku, there is no fine attached to fine as applied to this testament. Lawrence, I will be surprised, but the document speaks for itself. Okay, so I guess Lawrence submitted a document on Tinubu's drug-related forfeiture in the US. LP is tendering this as evidence, and I guess the INEC and APC are trying to argue that this lawyer doesn't know what he's saying. That's basically what they are just trying to do. That he's not, I don't know, he's not a good lawyer. They're trying to put him down. Again, these are my interpretations. I'm not a lawyer. In case they call me to this stand tomorrow. Onipeku, as a lawyer, you are aware that these documents are not registered in Nigeria. Lawrence, there is no registration on this in Nigeria, but Onipeku, no, that's all I need. Lawrence, I have the rights to explain. Onipeku, are there any certificates from any consulate, any documents by the US on this? Lawrence said, yes, there are certificates. Onipeku, I use the word consular. Where is the consular certificate? Lawrence, there are no certificates from the consular. Onipeku is smiling. That will be all, my lord. APC's lawyers are now up. So Sarah Ibrahim says, this drug case is turning to something else. APC's lawyer, San Fagbemi, stands up. Fagbemi, Do you have in exhibit PAS series a certificate under the hand of a police officer where this was allegedly taking place? Lawrence is in the hand of the sheriff. Fagbemi, I am not asking for your opinion. It's a clear question. San Okutekpa, objection, my lord. Justice Samani overruled. It is relevant to the case. Lawrence, there is none from the police, but we have from the sheriff. Fagbemi, sheriff is not police. I said police. Sheriff is not police. What the hell is going on in that court? Fagbemi, are you aware that a letter was written to Tinubu by Shetima in respect of his nomination dated 6 July 2022? Lawrence, I'm not aware. Fagbemi, are you also aware of a formal clearance report written by the US on 4th of February in this matter? Lawrence, I am not aware. Fagbemi, witness, you are aware that all the proceedings submitted to this empty case are civil proceedings. Lawrence, they are civil forfeiture proceedings. Fagbemi, do you have a charge for Tinubu? Lawrence, I didn't mention any charge, so no. Fagbemi, that will be all, my lord. Justice Samani, any re-examination? San Okutekpa said none. Justice Samani said okay. Justice Samani then said okay. This is hereby adjourned to tomorrow, 31st May 2023. We will reconvene by 2 p.m. for the next case today. May God help us. Let me go and massage my hands and drink agbo. So those were the words from Labour Party's first witness, and that was how he was cross-examined in the courts. Basically, what the INEC and APC lawyers were doing was trying to make him to break, like trying to make rubbish of the evidence that is submitted. And that was it for the court today. I don't know how many people are still interested in the case. I don't know, have people given up hope finally? Tinubu's first day has already caused a lot of disastrous effects, just with a statement he made. And I can only imagine there will be many more statements to come. I mean, he is the president. And a major worry, a major concern for me personally is that I don't think it will be long before Tinubu has to travel outside the country again for treatment, because from the video of his inauguration, he didn't look so good. He was staggering. As for all the personal attacks I saw online, people attacking each other over who suffer most and think about God existing or not, I don't think that's what we need now. I don't think that would help anything. Despite us being the poverty capital of the world, more people are even going to be pushed into poverty. And who knows what Tinubu will say next. So I think the best solution would be basically Nigerians just working together. Just like Peter Obi said in his address a couple of days back.
Remain law-abiding and be always say things and stand for what is right. It is important for us. If we all do it together, we will achieve.
That was really the best way that we can handle it, if we actually want to handle it. That's apart from devolving into chaos. Anyway, those are just my own thoughts on the whole matter. How did the inauguration day and Tinubu's first day treat you? Did not it treat me well, personally? Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully there are better days ahead. Once again, my name is Obi King, and I'll see you guys in the next one.